Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another episode of Candy Quest. We've got a lot of trick-or-treating to do, so I'm hoping we just get more and more of this. Now, as far as the trick-or-treating and the conversation, I think I'm gonna mostly just ignore a lot of things. Like we'll have conversations with kids, but adults, whatever is said in these cases, I think we'll just skip it. So you can read along. Hopefully it won't jump. I mean, that instance wasn't even under my control. Now there is something weird here. Like, there's gotta be some way to get up there, but it must be a special ability of a special costume that we just don't have yet. There's a mailbox. Nice reflections in the water. Let's see. There's got to be a way around back on some of these. Like, can I hit B? I guess you can hit B. So you can save yourself some time now. Let's see. But there's still a lot of problems in this. When I was playing the first game of Costume Quest, it really felt like they had interns make this game with the support of maybe some more experienced players. I don't know if that's true. It's just complete speculation on my part, but there's just basic things about how the menus are in the wrong place. You're not following a standard Nintendo profile here with the A button and the B button, meaning affirm or cancel. Instead, we're using the X and Y button, and then the A button is its own thing. You're animating things in a very strange way, putting a lot of animations into the game to make it seem longer than it really is by quite a bit. This, according to my research, isn't a very long game. I wouldn't be surprised if part of the reason why I've found that to be the case is because a lot of people don't play it all the way through. However, Costume Quest 1 suffered a lot too. There was definitely sections where how can I say it? There are definitely sections that could have been in Costume Quest 2 and instead were in Costume Quest 1 that just made it go on forever. The mall element should have been its own separate thing, I think. Let's see, I guess you can just hit B now. Speed that up. And when you hit X to block something, it's not a scenario where this is ridiculous. There's only 3 points of health between the two of them, and I'm going to use the super. It's probably the most overkill ever. And we got a Creepier Treat card. Guys, can we find a fountain? I'm parched. Because he's... Let's see, if I go right bump and eat, everybody gets filled. But that's almost certainly the worst idea ever to do. This is a good idea, adding piñatas. I don't know exactly how traditional it is for most people to have piñatas in Halloween, but it's not unheard of if you're close to Mexico in the United States or of Mexican descent. And it works kind of well, actually. And then we can just hit B, but it saves anyway, so even if you try to skip, you're not skipping too much. And how do we get over there? We got a costume material, and we fell off. I probably could do for a map pretty well. Would be rather useful. I don't think this world is actually as big as it seems. It's just kind of spread out. So B, B, B. We can save some time. I desperately needed this in the first version of the game. And just even if you are just gonna end up in a fight, eating 25 candy was enough to. It was definitely enough to fill all of your health. But honestly, you should never do that. And there's really no reason to save up your specials. It's not like we're going to get into a major boss fight and then the major boss fight's going to require us to unleash every special we have. Weak sauce, poisons the guy. And I imagine poison just gets lifted as a status effect after the fight is done. And each of these candy corn jokes are potentially for an achievement. I think there's about 16 in this game. I don't care enough to play this game any extra, however, so. And almost certainly when you defeat a battle, it calculates how much candy to give you to make sure you're close. That's what I would do if I was making this game, certainly. And there's no limitation. You can just refill your health. Was it the meaning they gave me away? So we found 2 of the 6 hidden kids. Moaning is I bet what that said, not meaning. And I'm misreading things all over the place. That is still an issue. That was an issue in the previous game with the text being really small, particularly since this is supposed to be a game for kids. Like, instead of it saying trick or treat that small, why not have it be very large and take up most of the screen? Bounce. And then amazing. And I think the truth of it is you're not supposed to really time it to the circle as much as you're supposed to time it to the animation, which is actually a different number, slightly different time. Alright. Next fight we get in, we need to see if we have gotten the Creepier Treat. We now have the Ghost Munch card, by the way. So we need to go turn that back in. This kid wanted the Ghost Munch. Sorry I haven't found a dupe yet. Oh, we need 2 of them. Interesting. And this is where we started over here. And we're still blocked. They've made it specifically wider so that they encourage you to travel more. And see, this is probably just a round circle. Your time has run out. Oh, and this is gonna be quite an easy one. Unless this is really strong, which it kinda is. But let's see. Creepier Treat card. We have the fruit flakes again, so we can use that. Amazing attacks are much easier. A minion's attacks damages itself. So she plays that card. So maybe I shouldn't block it when I have the Ghost Munch card played, actually. That's an interesting thought. Well, we got another Ghost Munch, so we can go turn that in now. So it seems like you can have 2,500 or close to that. Candy. Which, okay, that makes good. Why did I wear the hat? The hat always gives me away. So we found 3 of 6 kids. Come talk to Shady. I got Creepier Treat cards you can't get anywhere else. Shady, what are you doing way out here? Shh, keep it down, kid. Don't want to attract attention. How did you get out of Repugia? I got clients all over. I go where the action is, kid. But this is decades in the past. You think I'm gonna let some chump from the past take all my business? Psh, you don't know Shady. So listen, you want the Creepier Treat cards or not? I've got some good ones here. A map to Low Bayou. Sounds great. And let's see, I think we can just buy everything. Did I mention we've got a 0 return policy? No candy, no cards, beat it. There's still a lot of things you can't hit. I think you'd probably want to make if there was a 3rd costume quest, you'd want to make everything destroyable. Just to entertain people more. Let them break things. Go more along the lines of a like a Lego game where almost everything is made out of Lego studs and it breaks down that way. Yeah, it's a real shame that the Lego game stopped working on my new PC. I never really did find out if that was because of the graphics card or just some random poor programming on the part of the creator. It worked on my gaming laptop, which was much older and weaker, and then my new PC with the GTX 970 didn't work. Did you come here to duel the best? Because I'm the best. The best at what? At dueling. There's no one better in the bayou. Or more humble, apparently. That's true, I'm also the humblest, but I'm known more for being the best. Anyway, that looks like an instrument you have there. Do you dare challenge me to a duel? The squeaky horn? I'm not really a musical instrument. Oh, I thought you were a clown at first, but it turns out you're actually a chicken. Buck, buck. Okay, game on. I'm gonna feel good to take your pure pterodactyl pattern. So are we dueling with the devil here? Yeah. He's fiddling. So apparently he can just push the buttons. Interesting technique. Let's see if he can handle this. Okay, stop. I'm just getting confused. Honestly, I don't even know how to judge this duel. You could be the best clown horn player in the world or the worst. Who knows? How about we call it a draw? I'll give you the pterodactyl pattern and you keep this between us. Sounds fine to me. We both know who really won anyway. We do? Who was it? Me, right? Or you? How can you even tell? Alright. What's a pterodactyl? It's an awesome flying dinosaur. Let's look around for materials so we can build it. I don't even know if a pterodactyl is technically a dinosaur. I think it might not be. It might be from a slightly different time period. And oh, I guess I could go honk the horn at several other alligators. Guess that would work. Bounce attack. And you're still in this weird position. I guess you could play the Creepier Treat cards, but I really wouldn't want to. We desperately need to get Monty into the fight. We're at this major disadvantage. Clearly the game intended that to be the case, but I need to make some costume somewhere. And the timing seems way too tight. Like for little kids, there should be a system where it says good, great, super, awesome, but every single response is positive and none of them are neutral or just no response at all. And that's not the case. If I mess this up, you don't get anything. If you do it well, it says awesome. If you do it decent, it says good or nice. I think it says nice. But considering where I think this age range is, I really feel like a lot of kids would just be pressing buttons all the time. And you don't quite get rewarded enough for doing that. In any visual or audio, music is just kind of playing. It kind of just goes in loops. There are some flashy explosions and all of that, but there could be more. And we spent all of our candy, and yet I need to wet my whistle, and yet we still kind of need more. Let's run all the way back this way. And there is something back behind there. It's a collectible, but we're gonna have to find a special ability I think some of these things actually just refill. Let's see. Nope, none of these alligators move out of the way. It's your lucky day. I happen to have a spare Ghost Munch card right here. Yay, now I have a complete set again. Here's your bubble barf card. Quest complete, 300 XP. I've got enough problems without having to worry about gators eating my cards, you know. And it seems like there's nothing else that can be done. And these are pretty sharp walls. This is another area. Like, he doesn't even have any to sell. Actually, he does. Candy corn upgrade. Paint the chocolate stripe on it and add the defensive bonus, increase threat. For 1,000 candy. Interesting. So now I'm low. And what did we... Like, we went down this way. So the only way to go is probably this way, but I did buy a map too, so we're going from the bayou to the French Quarter, which makes me feel like we are somewhere near New Orleans, which is interesting. I'm ready to learn some new combat techniques from Corvus, so I could go all the way back to the beginning of the game. There's 6 more trick-or-treat houses to do, 3 more kids to find. Honestly, maybe I should go back to the beginning of the game. We have just 1 more piece of equipment for the pterodactyl outfit, and there's only 8 more after that. Creepier Treat Cards. We've collected almost, I wouldn't say half, but maybe 1/3 of them. And we can see that there's secrets labeled and costume pieces labeled on the map, so you don't even have to worry about that. The only thing you have to worry about is the mouse getting in the way, which I have no idea how you'd play this game with a mouse. That sounds awful. Did I play the previous game with a controller? I would think so. And we're at level 3, and it's only 4,500 XP to get from level 3 to level 4, which means actually it's gotten more expensive by 500 experience, but I bet that doesn't really matter too much. So maybe go talk to Corvus as our active thing. Let's it's an interesting thought, I guess. So yeah, we'll go back to Corvus and see what happens next time. That's it for this time though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.